Well, good morning. We have a guest with us, Tim Schindel. I want to introduce him to all of our pastors and our churches here in the Maritimes. Tim is the president and national director of Leading Influence Ministries. And if I understand correctly, Tim, you actually started that ministry. You're the founder of that ministry as well.
I did. We just celebrated our 13th or 14th anniversary. So hard to believe it's been that long, but
Yeah,
it's been
that's
that long.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you have been promoting a new initiative called the Big Spend. And we want you to tell us what that is. What is the Big Spend?
Well, honestly, the big spend is a God idea. And I just felt the Lord speak to me and say, it's time to think about recovery and kind of work through a process to figure out exactly what it was he was saying and what my part in that would be. And so the big spend is a one-day economic kickstart for local businesses. It's a way for churches to rally together to support their local business community and bring a blessing to their community. So not so much just passive or, and a lot of the stuff we get to do in the summer, VBS, that kind of thing, like all of that's off the table anyway. So here's a very proactive way to do something cool for your community in a way that will open doors for you later.
So Tim, can you tell us maybe a little bit about the how? How do churches get involved? How does it work?
Well, so it works like this. Go to our website, go to thebigspend.com, register there. You will get a promotional package, right? It'll just have, it's got a bunch of social media imagery. There's some posters, documentation, that kind of a thing that you can use as a resource to reach out to chambers of commerce, local businesses, and just say, hey, we've heard about this thing that's going on. We're encouraging our church to participate and other churches to participate. And we want to encourage you to sign up and identify yourself as a big spend location. Mm-hmm. So we have, right, the project is the big spend, and then people who participate, or churches, organizations that participate, we just call them big spend friends. Right. So it's kind of a fun, right? It's July 25 is the date. And it's kind of a Christmas in July thing for retailers and local business owners.
So pastors ask their people to spend locally, specifically on the 25th of July.
Correct.
That's the pitch.
Correct. Yeah. So that's the pitch. We've got, because we're doing that now. This thing is rolling across the country. We've got people going, well, I'm spending now. Is that okay? It's like, yes, spend away. And then what we'll do on the 25th, because the vision is to generate $100 million spend across the country. And so the vision is that we will we'll notify everybody and say, here's a form, fill it out. You don't have to, you can give us your first name or whatever and tell us what province you're from, and then just kind of pick a category, a spend category, how much you spend. And then we'll subtotal all that and see where we come up with. Right. So it's just really, it's a fun, feel-good thing, right? And so, we'll hold off. And when I was talking with some friends in Alberta, I said I was going to go buy Alberta beef, right? And but right now with the price of beef, like that's a small steak for $100. So, but because I'm speaking to Maritimers, I'll be buying lobster.
That's it.
That's right. Well, it sounds like a fantastic idea, especially in light of everything being shut down economically, to try and help our local business people and our local economies. So why should churches do this? Why should pastors get involved in this? Like, what are the benefits that are going to impact everybody?
Well, I'll tell you my story. So prior to when I was still pastoring in a mid-sized city in British Columbia, I got involved. I hosted an event that got me some attention from the Chamber of Commerce, and that got me an invitation to sit on their board, and that turned into becoming eventually the president. And that journey for me was foundational to what I'm doing today. But more than that, what it did was it put me into the kind of the heart of the leadership community. And so I had people that I would have never ever had access to, inviting me into their world, telling me their story, sharing their pain, letting me minister to them. So in my ideal of ideals with this project, I'd love to see pastors across the country be invited to the inner core of their community because they did something really good at a time when people really needed some help. And so it moves us out of our church box and into a community leader box. And we bring Jesus with us in both places, but that community leader box is how you really influence and shape communities. So to me, that's the real drive.
That's great.
What's the one thing our pastors need to do now after watching this video? What's the next step they should take right now?
They should go directly, do not stop, go, right? Go directly to thebigspend.com and just top right-hand corner, be a spend friend, register there, and we'll get you everything you need to make it go. And the promo material you get in an autoresponder, and I'll just fire out emails just direct to pastors and churches who register with just kind of something good for them that will help them with this as well. So it's just stuff we don't want to put in our folder for everybody to have access to.
Sure.
That's great. That's great. Tim, thank you for this.
You're welcome.
We're looking forward to seeing pastors and congregations get on board with this and promote this in their congregations and let the communities know that we're part of helping. We want to be part of the solutions here and all the challenges that we're facing.
Thanks so much, guys. God bless you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tim. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
See ya.